Dr. Michael A. Olivas earned both a PhD and a JD. He was Director of Research for LULAC in Washington, D.C., and was a research fellow on educational policy at Howard University. After nearly 40 years at the University of Houston, Dr. Olivas is one of the most prolific scholars in the country, publishing 15 books and countless articles. His scholarship itself was even the subject of a book. Dr. Olivas has also advocated for Latinos in many ways. He co-founded the Hispanic Bar Association of Houston and served on MALDEF's board, earning Lifetime Achievement Awards from both organizations. As a member of the Hispanic National Bar Association, Dr. Olivas put out a press release called the Dirty Dozen List for almost 20 years. The list named a dozen law schools in cities with sizable Hispanic populations that did not have a single Hispanic professor. Major newspapers published his list, bringing unwelcome attention to hundreds of law schools over the years. Incredibly, every school on the list managed to hire a Latino faculty member in short order. He also pushed for the confirmation of Hispanic judges, including the appointment of Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who now counts Dr. Olivas as a personal friend. Through thousands of media interviews on hot-button issues like immigration and affirmative action, he has educated the public and become a leading voice in the country.
It was kind of through Michael that I learned about not only how to kind of understand an area of discipline, but how to get involved in the community and how to take risks, how to follow movements and really create justice through law.
Impactful. He has spent so much time advocating for civil rights and advocating for individuals and their careers, whether it's his students or other faculty members or the judiciary. So much of his work has been to lift others, and I will always be grateful, as I know thousands of people are.
Dr. Olivas became the president of the Association of American Law Schools, the main professional organization for law professors, in 2010. For his many contributions, the organization gave him its highest award, the Triennial Award for Lifetime Service, an award that they bestow once every 3 years. Dr. Olivas helped introduce his country to the important and somewhat overlooked story of Hernandez v. Texas. Prosecutors in a rural Texas county excluded Latinos from the grand jury that indicted Pedro Hernandez. His lawyers called it impermissible discrimination, but prosecutors argued that Latinos are Caucasian, justifying an all-white grand jury. In 1954, 3 Latino attorneys took the case all the way to the United States Supreme Court, and they won in a unanimous opinion published immediately after Brown v. Board of Education and the U.S. Reporters.
And because of Michael, there's a book that's been published called Colored Men and Hombres Aquí. Not only did he get a book published about it and bring a lot of attention to the case in the academic world, but then he convinced PBS to film a documentary, which they did. And it's called A Class Apart, and it aired nationally many times on PBS.
Michael A. Olivas, former interim president of the University of Houston Downtown and the William B. Bates Distinguished Chair in Law, has worn many hats in his nearly 40 years of service: scholar, teacher, mentor, advocate, historian, and civil rights leader.